Have you ever had to wake up in the middle of the night just to pee? The room is dark, the hallway is cold, and the world is sleeping except you. You shuffle across the floor, again, maybe once, maybe 3 times, your body restless, your mind tired. But sleep keeps slipping away. You're not the only one. Uncle Rajan in Ohio wakes up nearly every night, wandering barefoot down that same quiet path. Auntie Kamala from California once changed 4 different alarm clocks, thinking they were waking her up when really her own bladder was ringing louder. I'm Dr. Mina Sharma, and if you'll allow me, I'd like to gently walk with you tonight, because what wakes you up might not be age, it might be something small, and that small thing can be changed. Let's begin a quiet journey to bring your sleep back home. Some people say, oh, waking up at night to pee, that's just part of getting old, but it isn't. That's a myth passed down gently, quietly, like an old bedtime story. Except, it's not helping anyone sleep. In truth, there's a name for this. Doctors call it nocturia. It means your body wakes you over and over just to pass urine at night. But it's not because you're aging, it's because something inside your daily rhythm has fallen out of tune. Let me tell you about Uncle Deandra. He's 72 from Michigan. For years, he thought waking up 4 or 5 times each night was normal. But slowly, his days became heavy. He was tired all the time, his memory dulled. One night, after yet another trip to the bathroom, he lost his balance and nearly fell. That moment scared him, and it should. You see, every time you wake up at night, your body is pulled out of deep sleep, especially the REM stage. That's the part of sleep where your brain repairs memories, and your body heals itself. Without it, your immune system weakens. You get sick more often. You feel foggy, moody, and tired no matter how long you were in bed. That's the quiet damage nocturia brings, not just to your bladder, but to your mind, your strength, your joy. But the good news, it doesn't have to stay this way. And in the next part of our story, I'll show you how 5 gentle shifts can bring back the sleep you thought you lost forever. Here's something most people are never told. Over 80% of nocturia cases have nothing to do with disease. Not the bladder, not the kidneys, not even your age, the real cause. Just 5 small habits, quiet patterns repeated each day that gently trick your body into waking at night. You see, your body wants to rest. It knows how to sleep. But sometimes, the way we eat, drink, or prepare for bed gets in the way without us knowing. And that's the beautiful part of this story. You don't need medicine. You don't need pills or surgery. You don't even need to fight your age. All it takes is a few gentle changes, done the right way, at the right time. Changes that fit your life, not force it to change. And now, let me show you the first one. Habit 1. Too much liquid before bed. Let me tell you a quiet story about Auntie Kamala. She's 72 from Fresno, California. Kind eyes, neat silver hair, and for as long as she could remember, she ended her day with love and routine. Dinner with her daughter, a small bowl of warm dal soup, 2 slices of watermelon for dessert, and before bed always, a comforting cup of chamomile tea. She called it her sleep ritual. But sleep never came easy. Every night, like clockwork, Kamala would rise at 1 a.m., then again at 3:30, and once more before dawn. 3 journeys to the bathroom, 3 breaks in what could have been rest. She tried everything, avoiding water after 9 p.m., limiting her salt, even skipping dessert. Nothing worked. One evening, after sharing her frustration with her doctor, she learned something surprising. It wasn't just the tea. It wasn't the soup. It was the timing. You see, when we consume watery foods or drinks, within 3 hours of bedtime, our body doesn't have time to process and balance. so the kidneys stay active even while we try to rest. That tea, that fruit, that comforting soup. They were quietly overworking her bladder at night, so Kamala made a gentle shift. She moved all liquids and watery foods to earlier in the evening. No tea after 7 p.m., no juicy fruits or broth close to bedtime. Within 2 weeks, she began waking only once per night. Some nights, not at all. She told me, smiling, skipping that cup of tea gave me back an entire night's sleep. And maybe for you, this could be the first gentle change, the one that brings sleep softly home again. Habit 2. Late dinners and natural diuretics. Let me introduce you to Aaron. He's 68, lives in a small town in Oregon with his wife. Retired, calm, and always kind. Each evening they sat down together at 8:30 p.m. A peaceful dinner full of conversation and care. The meal often a colorful plate: cucumber salad, tomatoes, steamed greens with coriander. Light, fresh, and he believed healthy. And afterward, a warm cup of green tea. It helps digestion, he'd say with a smile. But every night, his body told a different story. At 1:00 a.m., he would wake, then again at 3:30, and again at 5:00. His nights felt like broken glass shattered in pieces. And in the day, he drifted, tired, foggy, like a ghost of himself. He thought maybe this is just aging, until one visit to his doctor revealed a quiet truth. Many common foods like asparagus, celery, watermelon, even green tea are natural diuretics. They gently push the kidneys to work overtime, especially at night. And eating them too late in the day makes it even harder on the body. Aaron made 2 simple shifts. He moved dinner to 6:00 p.m., giving his body time to digest before bed. He stopped all diuretic foods and drinks after 4:00 p.m. That meant no more green tea before bed, no watery fruits in the evening, just soft grounding meals and silence. Within 10 days, something beautiful happened. He began sleeping 6 hours straight, no interruptions. His face looked brighter, his mind felt clear. His wife even joked, "Now you wake up before the sun and smile at it." All it took was moving dinner back 2 hours and letting his body rest the way it was meant to. Habit 3. Just in case, bathroom trips before bed. Every night before bed, Savita would follow a gentle routine: a warm glass of milk, a few pages from her favorite book, a quiet prayer, and always one last visit to the bathroom, even if she didn't feel the need. It's better to be safe, she would say, just in case. But night after night, she kept waking at 2 a.m., then again at 4, then once more, just before the sky turned blue. She didn't understand. She wasn't drinking too much. She wasn't in pain, and yet her sleep was always broken. When she finally visited her doctor, she was surprised to hear this. Her bladder had learned a habit. You see, the bladder is made of muscle, and just like any muscle, it can be trained. By going to the bathroom without a real urge, Savita had unknowingly taught her bladder to sound the alarm, even when it wasn't full. Just a little volume, it panicked and woke her up. Her doctor introduced a new rule. Only go when there's a true need, not out of worry, not out of habit, just real natural urge. So Savita changed her routine. She replaced that final bathroom trip with quiet music, or reading a few more pages, until her body truly signaled. Within 2 weeks, her nights were longer, deeper, peaceful. She whispered, "I never knew I was waking myself up." And you, if you've ever gone just in case, you may be doing the same. If this sounds like your routine, type the number 3 in the comments. You're not alone, and it's never too late to teach your body to rest. Habit 4. The way you sleep may be waking you up. Let me tell you about Mr. Shankar Menon, a retired math teacher, quiet, thoughtful. He lives in a small brick house with a garden not far from his grandchildren. For more than 30 years, Mr. Menon had a habit. He would sleep on his stomach, arms tucked beneath his pillow. Believing it helped calm his heartbeat, it made him feel secure, grounded. But over time, his nights began to fall apart. He started waking up 2, 3, even 4 times a night, not from dreams, but from the pressing urge to pee. And in the mornings, he felt sore, tired, his lower back stiff, his legs heavy. Like many elders, he assumed it was age, until a sleep therapist gave him a new perspective. "Your posture is pressing your bladder," she said gently, "and your pillow is confusing your body. You see, when you sleep on your stomach, your abdomen presses down on your bladder, even when it's not full. This sends false urgency signals to the brain, telling it, 'Wake up, empty me.' And it gets worse. If your pillow is too high or too flat, your neck bends unnaturally. That misalignment affects circulation, especially to the lower body. So during the day, fluid builds up in the legs, and when you lie down, that fluid returns to the bloodstream, giving your kidneys extra work, right when they should be resting." Mr. Menon listened carefully, then he made a gentle change. He began sleeping on his left side, placed a pillow between his knees to align his hips, and switched to a pillow that kept his neck level with his spine, not tilted. The results. In just 2 weeks, his sleep became deeper. He started waking only once, sometimes not at all. His back pain lessened. His mornings felt lighter. And one day, over tea, he smiled and said, "All these years, I thought it was my bladder. But it was really just how I was lying down." If you've ever woken up with stiffness or urgency, try adjusting your position tonight. And if Mr. Menon's story feels familiar, type 4 in the comments. Your best sleep may just be one pillow away. Habit 5. A room too warm, clothes too heavy. In the heart of her quiet home in Virginia, Mrs. Kamala, a 69-year-old retired schoolteacher, believed she had crafted the perfect sleeping space. A sealed window to block out noise, a thick wool blanket, even in spring, and soft flannel pajamas passed down from her mother, warm, cozy, safe. But each night she would wake drenched in sweat, eyes blinking in the dark, sheets tangled, body restless, 3, sometimes 4 times with an urgent need to visit the bathroom, and a heart that just couldn't settle. She thought, is this menopause or just part of aging? Until one visit to the Madurai Institute of Healthy Living changed everything. The doctor smiled gently and asked her one question. "How warm is your room at night?" Mrs. Kamala blinked. She had never thought about that. Here's what she learned. When the room is too warm and the body can't release heat, blood vessels expand to cool the skin and the kidneys begin to filter more fluid, leading to, you guessed it, more urine at night, layered sleepwear flannel pajamas, heavy blankets. They may feel comforting, but they often trap heat, disrupting deep sleep and natural hormone rhythms. So Mrs. Kamala made a few gentle changes. She swapped her flannel for light, breathable cotton. She opened a small window, just enough for the breeze. She added a quiet bedside fan, not strong, just soft airflow. And she kept her room around 18-20 degrees, 64-68 degrees, the ideal temperature for restorative rest. Within a single week, her awakenings dropped in half. By the 3rd week, she slept through the night, like a child again. Her mornings lighter, clearer, sweat-free. She laughed with her daughter one morning and said, "Turns out it wasn't my bladder waking me up, it was my pajamas, and you." If you tend to sleep in heavy clothes or keep the windows shut tight, consider trying her simple ritual tonight. You might be surprised how a little breeze can carry you into deep sleep. If you've ever woken up sweaty or restless, comment 5 below. Your most peaceful night might be waiting just outside the window. A night of hope is not far away. There's one quiet truth I hope you carry with you tonight. Waking up to pee at night is not just a part of aging. It feels common, yes, but it is not inevitable. Your body is not broken. Your age is not the enemy. Often, it's simply habits, gentle, innocent routines that need soft adjustments. And the best part, you don't need pills. You don't need complex treatments or invasive tests. You just need a few natural changes. Simple, small steps that fit into your life, not fight against it, like sipping tea a little earlier, eating dinner with the sunset, trusting your body's signals, adjusting your pillow, letting the night air brush your skin. These are not prescriptions. They are keys to freedom, and they are already in your hands. Let's recall them together, shall we? Key 1. Stop liquids. 3 hours before bed. Key 2. Eat dinner by 6 p.m. and avoid diuretics after 4. Key 3. Only visit the bathroom with real urge. Key 4. Sleep on your left side with the right pillow support. Key 5. Keep the room cool and wear breathable cotton to bed. These 5 changes may seem small, but across hundreds of homes from Fresno to Florida, from quiet townhouses to busy city apartments, elders just like you are sleeping deeper, waking clearer, and feeling more like themselves again. One woman wrote, "For the first time in years, I slept until morning. And when I opened my eyes, I didn't feel old. I just felt rested." So maybe tonight you don't need to chase perfect sleep. Maybe you just need to invite it back gently, with kindness, with trust, and one small change at a time. A new morning, a new feeling. Imagine this. It's early morning, the sky is still soft and blue, and you wake up slowly, without a rush, without a reason to run. No sweat, no stiffness, no pull toward the bathroom, just the gentle rhythm of your own breath. A quiet spine, clear eyes, and the soft warmth of morning light stretching across your blanket. You sit up, you stretch, you smile without even realizing it, because you feel something you haven't felt in a long, long time. Lightness, clarity, wholeness. This, dear friend, is not a dream. It's simply what happens when your body gets the rest it was made for, and that rest is closer than you think. So let me ask you quietly, not as a doctor, not even as a guide, but as someone walking this path beside you. What's been waking you up each night, really? Not just your bladder, not just getting older, but what gentle pattern, what soft, silent habit might be holding your rest hostage? Is it the tea you love before bed? The pillow you've never thought to replace? The room that's just a little too warm? If even one of these stories felt like yours, just type the word hope in the comments. That's all. One small word, one quiet seed. We'll know you're still holding on, and we'll hold it with you. If this story warmed your heart or brought you even one step closer to a better night, feel free to subscribe to this channel. Not because you have to, but because you're welcome here. We meet once a week to share simple human wisdom for rest, balance, and health. And if someone you love wakes up often at night, gently share this video, like passing along a soft blanket on a chilly evening. Let's help each other rest. Dear Elder, you have spent your life taking care of others, children, partners, homes, communities. Now, it is time to care for you, not with noise, not with guilt, but with gentle presence, with kindness, with the respect your body and spirit have long deserved. You are not just aging, you are deepening, and in this deepening, you deserve comfort, safety, and sleep that heals. Tonight, may your rest be soft, and may you remember you are still worthy of peace.